What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Union Los Angeles collaboration with Jordan Brand on this AJKO 1 Low in this white canvas and sail leather colorways. Today's video is sponsored by who else? The good people from Heffelux. When it comes to sneakers, comfort is king. So when you buy a pair of shoes and find out they're uncomfortable, one of the easiest ways to fix that is to swap out the insoles. So that's where Heffelux comes into play. If you check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box, you'll see they sell a variety of ETPU insoles, which really is the same material you'll find inside Adidas Boost. So if you guys are curious to try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout and take 15% off your entire purchase, and be sure to tell them I sent you. So these two pairs right here are the latest collaboration between Union Los Angeles with Jordan Brand. And fun fact, this AJKO 1 Low is actually a brand new silhouette because the original AJKO, which is basically a knockoff version of the Jordan 1, which dropped back in the 80s, they never actually released in low top form until today. So these two pairs released on Union's website on February 2nd, but it took them over 2 weeks for them to ship my pairs, which is why my review is coming in so late. Anyways, the retail price for each of these pairs are $150 US each, or 190 Canadian dollars each, and the official colorways for this shoe for this white canvas colorway is white, neutral gray, and sail, and then for this sail leather colorway, it's sail, neutral gray, and muslin. So again, the AJKO, which stands for the Air Jordan knockoff, was an alternative model to the Air Jordan 1, but it never really had that same level of popularity and hype that the Air Jordan 1 had. But I think for this release, Union Los Angeles is trying to spice up some life in this model, and I think recreating the AJKO in a low top form was a really smart idea. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box. So this comes in a navy blue colored cardboard box, and this is custom for this release. On the top we have this chain with Jordan branding, and then on this side of the lid we have Jordan branding in metallic gold, and then on the sides of the box we have Union branding also in gold as well. And you can see on the inside of the top lid we have both the Jumpman logo and the Union branding, and then the paper itself is also special as well, which is always a nice added touch. So as far as the shoes go, so diving into the details of both of these pairs, so for the sail leather pair, so the upper of the shoe is crafted using a combination of soft tumbled leather and suede, whereas for the white canvas pair, it's predominantly constructed out of canvas. So taking a look first off at the sail leather pair, you can see the toe box is covered in a very soft tumbled sail or off-white colored leather. We have these perforations found across, and then wrapping around the edge of the toe overlay, we have this additional reinforced stitching and piping, and then the layer on the edge of the toe box is constructed out of an off-white colored suede. When you compare this to the canvas pair, so you can see we have this full canvas layer on the top of the toe box, and there are no perforations on this toe box unlike the other pair. We still have that same piping around the edges, and then surrounding the front toe cap, we have more of that same white canvas. Moving downwards on the lateral side only, we have a contrast zigzag yellow stitching, and this is found on both colorways. And then as far as the eyelets go, so these come with these metallic circular eyelets, and it's painted in this off-white color on the leather pair, and it's painted in a pure white on the canvas pair. Beneath this on the leather pair, you'll see that both the mid panel and the entire back end of the shoe, this is constructed out of that same tumbled soft off-white colored leather. Whereas for the canvas pair, both the middle of the shoe and the back of the shoe are also crafted using white canvas. In the middle of this mid panel, we have the swoosh, which is actually an interchangeable Velcro swoosh. So the standard default swoosh that the canvas pair comes with is constructed out of a gray suede, and stitched towards the end, we have this yellow tag with Union LA branding. But like I mentioned, the swoosh is completely removable. So if you take it off, it reveals this repeating Union branding found underneath. And if neither of those sound appealing to you, they also give you an alternate blue suede swoosh as well. When you compare this to the leather pair, so the standard default swoosh these come with is a dark blue suede swoosh. And once again, if you remove this, we have this repeating Union branding underneath. But if you don't like either of these options, they also give you a green suede swoosh as well. Surrounding the back of the shoe, so for the leather pair, we have more of that suede, and pressed on in the middle, we have the AJKO Wings logo. And when you compare this to the canvas pair, the top of the heel is actually covered in a white colored leather, and we have the AJKO Wings logo pressed on in gray. And then underneath this, we have a single strip of canvas, and then for the other pair, we have a single strip of leather. As far as the laces go, so these both come with a soft flat style lace, which is done in this off-white or sail color. If you're not feeling these laces, for the leather pair, they come with these darker tan flat laces, which has a bit of an olive tone to it. And then for the canvas pair, they come with an alternate gray flat lace as well. Underneath the laces, we have the tongue. So the bottom half of the tongue is covered in nylon and has a slight tint of pink to it because of the foam padding underneath this. Right above this, we have this exaggerated zigzag yellow stitching, and then the top of the tongues are covered in suede. So for the leather pair, we have this dark sail or tan colored suede with this Nike tag on the top, and in comparison for the canvas pair, we have this gray suede finishing off the top of the tongue. In either case, for both shoes, we have this exposed foam on the tongue if you look at the tongue from the back, which gives it a retro and vintage style to it. As far as the interior of the shoe goes, so for the leather pair, this is lined in this off-white colored textile, whereas for the canvas pair, it's lined in a gray colored textile. And in either case, pressed onto the medial edge, we have the size of the shoe, which is a size 10, the date of production, along with the factory code. Moving on to the insoles, so these come with a very thick, very well padded polyurethane foam insole. And stamped on the heel, we have the Jumpman logo on the left foot and the Union Frontman logo on the right foot. So the upper of these AJKO lows sits atop this full-length rubber cup sole. So this is painted in a very faint off-white color on the canvas pair, and it's painted in more of a darker yellow tone on the leather pair. And encased within this rubber cup sole, there is a layer of foam for added cushioning and support. And then finally, turning these pairs over to the bottom, so this is your classic AJKO outsole, which is actually taken from the Nike Vandal. So for the canvas pair, the rubber here is done in this light gray finish, whereas for the leather pair, it's done in more of a cream color. For both outsoles, we have that same circular pivot point on both the heel and the forefoot, and we have Nike branding found in the center of both outsoles. So that breaks down the look and the construction of both of these AJKO lows. And for those wondering about sizing, so my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, meaning when I step on a Brannick device at a shoe store, my foot is actually a size 10 in between a D and an E width. So I got both of these in a size 10, and I feel like generally speaking, they both do run true to size. So whatever size you normally wear in Nikes, I'd stick with that same size for this pair. So for example, an Air Jordan 1, Air Jordan 2, Air Jordan 3, all three of those, I generally stick with a size 10 nowadays. So I felt like the width of the shoe was perfect, I didn't feel any discomfort width-wise, and the length of the shoe gave me about a finger's width between the edge of the shoe and the top of my toe, which I thought felt perfect. If I'm nitpicking though, I felt like the leather pair had a little bit more give in the toe box, whereas for the canvas pair, it felt ever so slightly more restricting, but it was negligible. It wasn't big enough of a difference that I would recommend changing the sizes for this canvas pair. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel pretty basic from a comfort standpoint. This is a sneaker from the 1980s, and there's pretty minimalistic technology within the sneaker. To my knowledge, I don't think there's Nike Air within this shoe, but please correct me if I'm wrong. So the underfoot feeling feels pretty standard. We do have a very thick polyurethane insole, but as far as that goes, it still feels pretty firm on foot. You feel very flat and low to the ground, and there's not too much from a softness, squishiness, and bounce back perspective. But for an everyday casual use shoe, it's going to be perfectly fine. I feel like especially this leather pair, the upper of the shoe feels super soft straight out of the box, so you don't have to worry about a break in time whatsoever. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality, I thought it was really good on this leather pair. This leather that they used had a very soft, broken in feel to it, and it didn't feel like a cheap leather. You run your fingers across it, you can tell that it's a nice genuine cut of leather, as far as Nike goes at least. And similarly, the suede that they use, it's more of a short-haired suede, but they definitely didn't use that synthetic felt-like suede that Nike often uses on their shoes. So if we're talking about which one had the better quality, I'd give the nod to the leather pair, but that's not to say that the canvas pair was poor quality. It just didn't feel as special. The canvas felt decent. Like, I'm not an expert in canvas, but to the touch at least, it felt pretty sturdy. But I just feel like if you're comparing them head to head, the clear winner from a material standpoint was the leather pair. But from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, I thought both of these pairs were very solid. I didn't notice any glue stains, the stitch job was very good on both of these, so it really felt like a special collaboration shoe in that we got decent to good quality materials and both of them were really well put together. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss on both this canvas pair and this leather pair, and I'll show you guys how both of these look on feet. Overall, I gotta say both of these shoes are very impressive, so kudos to Union and Jordan Brand for an excellent collaboration. The thing I love most about this leather pair is, of course, the quality of the materials. Holding them in hand and then undead stocking them, I just came away feeling very impressed with how these were built. And leather is just an easier material to wear. I feel like it lasts a bit longer, you don't have to worry too much about getting it dirty, whereas this canvas pair, it's pretty much a dirt magnet being white canvas. However, I do have to say the color palette and the color scheme of this canvas pair, I think I prefer this one over the leather pair. This pure white looks so good with this gray swoosh, so I think in a perfect world I'd have the color palette of this pair with the materials of this leather pair, and that would make it the ultimate collaboration. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this Union and Jordan Brand AJKO low collab. Between these two, which one do you guys like more? Are you guys feeling the leather pair a bit more, or is the canvas one your shoe of choice? Drop a comment down below, let me know what you guys think, and let's talk about this collaboration. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at AJKO8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.